Yay. Is that it?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Father! That was very productive.
It was a good one. I felt like we needed to even do more. Hello and welcome to the Audacious podcast. It is a platform where we are building a community of beautiful people who are living boldly and courageously with no fear because we know who we are. We are the children of God. And hey, if you're here for the first time and you haven't subscribed to this channel, I encourage you to hit the subscribe button so that you become part of this beautiful community. And more also, when we post a new episode, you won't miss out. And today, as I said in the last episode, that I'm going to have one of my favorite humans to join me on this platform. And I'm so happy and super excited to have my beautiful daughter joining us today, Miss Jael Benjamin. Hi, Jael.
Hi, Mom.
Welcome to the Audacious podcast.
Thank you. I've been waiting.
Thank you so much for honoring the invitation. And I love you so much. And I'm super excited to just dive into a conversation, just to get to know who you are, what you're doing, where you are at in life. You know, you're now a teenager, actually.
Mm-hmm. I mean, in my head, I'm still 10, but yeah, whatever, 14's fine.
Maybe even 8. Yeah, but you are such a beautiful young lady, and I know you are so focused. You're someone who is so intelligent, and you are just a happy girl, you know. And I'm so honored, and I feel privileged to be the person who God trusted to bring you into this world. And we're not gonna waste too much of your time. We're just gonna dive into a conversation. And yes, I want to actually start with I've said it before, but I'll say it again today. Congratulations for taking your step in your faith, in getting baptized.
Thank you very much.
So I think would love to hear a little bit more about the baptism and actually what made you to make that decision of like, oh, I want to be baptized. If you can just share a little bit more about it.
So I'll talk about my experience first. We did, I think it was a little mini class. It wasn't a class. It was just a meeting where they told us how we were going to do things. And we also got the opportunity to meet some of the church people. We read the Bible, we learned how to do it, and then a few weeks later, on January the 15th, I believe.
End of January, 29th.
Was it not the 15th?
29th.
I got baptized.
On the encounter night.
Oh, I don't know where I got 15 from. Okay, so on the 29th of January, I got baptized, and can you guys put clips? Can you guys put videos?
Of you getting baptized? Yeah, I'm sure.
Well, I was actually a bit nervous at the start because if anybody knows me in real life, you'll definitely know that I don't like water. I never have. Even like in year 2 when it was essential for me to learn how to swim. Oh, bro, I did not want to get in the water. So I've never liked water unless I'm on holiday. So I was a bit nervous, but there's even a video of me saying like, oh, I'm doing it for Jesus. I'll get in the water for Jesus. And that's exactly the mindset I had because I'm getting in the water for Jesus. That's what it is. So then...
sort of like anything for Jesus.
Exactly.
I'll do.
So then we went into the venue and they made the water warm for us. And then I got baptized. And when that happened, the 2 people that were baptizing me, they weren't my parents, they were just 2 volunteers of the church. And after, when I came back up from the water, I drenched this poor lady in water because I gave her this big hug. Bear in mind, I don't know who she is. I just felt like hugging someone. It was a bit embarrassing, but also there's not much I could do about it. I was just really happy.
You were happy.
I was just really happy.
You're happy.
Yeah.
Like finally, it has happened.
Like when I went down into the water, I was like, I didn't know where I was, didn't know what I was doing. And then when I came back up, I heard whoa and the songs. And I was just happy. I had a big smile on my face.
That's good.
I gave this big lady a big hug, and I kind of felt bad because I got her really wet. But it's all right. She was really kind about it. So it's all right.
And also, just in short, can you just explain to us, I think it's been maybe 2 months now, how has your relationship been with God ever since your baptism?
Okay, so this is a good question because after I got baptized, my parents were really kind and they gave me this small gift basket with my very own Bible and also a journal, which is actually my dad's journal that he's made. And I've been using this journal ever since I've got baptized, and that journal has really helped me because it's got this little gratitude section, which I love. It's my favorite part of the journal. You write down what you're grateful for and then anything you want to pray about. Also, I use that journal as an opportunity to write what I want to get better at, whether that's just in general or in my relationship with God. And also there's a little Bible verse that you get each day. And so that journal, especially during the school time, has helped me because, you know, sometimes I lose my temper, sometimes people annoy me, sometimes I say things I shouldn't say, but that journal has helped me a lot to progress in my faith. And yeah, especially during school time as a teenager.
That's good. And you know, you're on this Audacious podcast. We talk about being bold, being courageous. So how has it been for you as a teenager? What is it to be audacious, being bold and courageous as a teenager? What does that mean to you in your faith?
For me, I think it means just not caring what anyone else thinks. I think people's opinions about you shouldn't define you. And I think having people around you that can assure you, that can confirm what other people say about you is not true, also really helps. And I know as a teenager, it's easier said than done, but I think the people around you also play a part in being an audacious person, being a bold person, because they're the ones being your inspirations. They're the ones you look up to. So, yeah.
Oh, so that's good. So it's important as a teenager to have people around you who support you in your faith, people in your faith who support you, who speak positively, who encourage you, who empower you through the word of God to tell you exactly who you are. Like, you know what, Jael? You are wonderfully and beautifully made. You are the daughter of the Most High God. You are a child of God. So everything else is noise. As long as you're doing the will of the Father, which is God, you are in the right direction. Forget about everything else that is happening around you. Also, that's good. That's good. And I know for you as well, you're such a creative. You're a creative person. And I know you have released quite a few songs now. I don't know how many now, maybe three or so.
Something like that, yeah.
Yes. So I just want you to share with us what inspires you when you're writing your songs. Just in short, I know it can take it's a whole class to tell us how you get inspiration to write songs, and you know, and actually with your music. Is it actually like aligning and going with your faith, or even actually helping you grow in your faith? Yes, just briefly.
So with the music, I think of the music as a bit of like an outlet. I think of it as a way to progress my faith. And the songs that I make with the help of my dad, they encapsulate my feelings at that time, and hopefully they should be relatable, hopefully they can be encouraging, hopefully they can be motivating, not only to the people that listen but also to me. And yeah, that's how I think of it.
Oh, that's good. So actually that next question that I'll ask you is, because I know you are in a bit of everything. You are good in your academics, you are good with your singing, you're good with your acting, you're good like everywhere really, you're really good with what you do. So my question is for you, like how do you actually balance like school, your music, everything else around you? How do you actually balance? Are you organized, or do you follow a certain routine, or yeah?
Well, I think, I'm in the middle. I'm not very organized, but I'm not like messy. Maybe my room is. But my mind, I think I'm quite clear with what I want. I'm quite clear with what my priorities are. And I think when I have priorities, it helps me to organise the things that I want to do.
That's good.
What comes first, what needs more time, and then that helps me separate.
Yeah, what needs to be done first and what needs to be done maybe later on. That's good. I think that's a good thing. Even like what you're saying, this is gonna help some teenagers, young, old, because I think we all sometimes struggle with balancing, especially when you run a very busy life. You are in this, you're in that, you're in this, in that, and sometimes you end up being so disorganized. Sometimes you end up not even being on target with your work, with your homework, with whatever it is, not delivering the work you're supposed to deliver on time. But I like what you said, priorities. Prioritize your things. This is number one, tick. Have your checklist. That's good. I think that's a good way of running your life. And yes, another thing is, I know sometime, I think in February, we went to your school, and it was this important time of where you are now in life, where you have to pick your subjects for your GCSEs. And yeah, how was the process for you, and what subjects did you finally pick?
Okay, so for anybody wondering, GCSEs it's a big set of exams that you take when you're in year 10 and year 11.
Yes.
And these exams, they follow you for the rest of your life. So you better get some good grades if you want something nice in the future.
And in some countries, they call them O levels.
Yeah. So over here in England, GCSEs, they're a big deal. But for me, I was really confused. I did not know what to pick at all. And I remember even when they gave us the link, I think I put in my picks a few days before the deadline because I was just that confused. And I was nervous to put it in because I was just like, I really don't know. But I thought about it and I made sure to prioritise what I really love. So for me, they do it in a specific way where you've got 5 blocks and you've got a few subjects in each block, and you can only pick one subject from each block. So there was a bit of a problem because I really wanted to pursue music and drama at the same time because obviously they go hand in hand. Everybody knows this, but unfortunately they were in the same box. So I sent an email. I sent an email to one of the teachers and I said, "Sir, please, I would love to do music and drama at the same time. They go hand in hand." And I explained why I want to do them both. And then I think it was just like 2 weeks ago, I was like, "Mom, look, my teacher emailed me back and he said I can do music and drama." I was like, "Mom, this is good." And so at the moment, what I'm doing is music, drama, Spanish, double science, combined science, and RS.
Yeah. Then including the English and all
yeah,
that,
and then you've got your compulsory
subjects.
You've got English lit, English language, maths. Yeah, we don't talk about her, and obviously science. Yeah.
That's good. I'm super proud of you. When we went to the parents' evening, the one I think before you had to pick.
Yeah.
All the teachers were just like, "Oh, I hope Jael is gonna pick my subject." So she is that good that at the end of the day, if she wanted to do like even going to like sciences to maybe pursue to being maybe a doctor, she could, because she's that good with physics, biology. I think you're top student in physics. And one of the top students in biology in all those science subjects. And then when we come to the arts, she's one of the top as well. So she's just good in everything. So she was really getting confused about what. But the one thing is she's never been confused about her acting. So we'll let her just, pursue along the lines of acting, She has to do what she really loves to do, because you don't want her to wake up and say, my parents made me to be a doctor. My mom wanted me to do this, to be a lawyer. But I don't, and mourning every day, we don't want that for our children. So we thank God that even us as parents, me and my husband, we've been like, you know what, we don't want to force our children to do what they don't want to do. At the end of the day, we send children to school for them to get educated. And the end goal is to get a job and to maybe start a business so that they can take care of themselves. So at the end of the day, if her acting is going to take good care of her, why not? Because even if you look in life, there's some people who are even doctors, but they're struggling. But some people are actors and they're having a very brilliant, beautiful life. So it's just, parents, support your children in whatever they want to do, because you never know. You never know when they are waking up and doing what they love to do. There's, I think, a blessing that comes with it than them just feeling depressed every day and not being happy. And I'm going to ask you this question about being a teenager. And I know teenage years, there is a lot of pressure. Sometimes, people are exploring, people are feeling like, they know it all. Being a teenager, it's like, oh, this is the world, So I want you to share with us just briefly about how you feel like as a teenager, tying it with your faith. Do you feel any pressure? Do you feel like you're okay? Because, do you feel like peer pressure, like, you're a Christian, but probably at school, there's probably some people are not even Christians. Do you get sometimes confused about your faith, or, just around that, Yeah.
Okay, so what I would say is, because I was raised in a faith-based family, and it's always been like that. I've never, ever, ever met anything other than Jesus. That's what my life has been based around my entire life. And so going to school, even at my school, there are actually some Christian kids, and most of those Christian kids are my friends as well. And I would say that I'm quite grounded in my beliefs because of the way that my parents raised me. They told me what's wrong. They told me what's right. They told me that I can do everything. And they've raised me in such a positive environment that I've programmed my brain to work that same way. So even at school, I feel like, I probably shouldn't say this, but I know a few kids that vape. I know a few kids' secrets that I probably shouldn't know. And I would never be influenced to do the things that they do just because of the way I've been raised and the way I know who I am. I know what I should and I know what I shouldn't do. And what other people do doesn't sway what I think I should do as well.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. So I think that it's good to know who you are. And to know, like, now you are fully, like, declared to be a disciple of Jesus. You're reading your Bible, you're doing your own search and asking questions. So I think that's important as well as a teenager, because you already know what's wrong, what's not right. I mustn't do this. So even if you see some people seemingly like happy, but being happy with bad things, you feel like, oh, well, no, you actually feel sorry for them and maybe pray for them. Like, God, I pray that probably one day they'll see the light. So that's actually good. That's actually good. And I want to ask you, because we are winding down now, we don't want to spend too much time. What's your big dream as a teenager? I know as an adult, and also things change. But for now, do you have any big dreams as a teenager with your music, with school, with things that you do? Just shortly.
Okay, so I think these are some short-term big dreams. I really want to succeed in every single GCSE I do. I always say I want to get 9s in everything, which I know is terribly hard. Like, it's really difficult, but it's been done before, so that means I can if I really put my mind to it. And that's the attitude I have, right? So in terms of just like goals, for me, I really, really want to do well in my GCSEs. And also, I really want to pursue singing more, pursue acting more, and I'm always dancing. So low-key, I kind of want to start dancing. Like anyone who dances, like I'm like kind of jealous of all them kids who can dance. I'm like, that's cool. I low-key want to dance too. But anything else, more Christian friends, and also me and my brother, we did a musical, and it was really cool to see, like, whenever we would pray with our friends, some of the other kids who were atheist, agnostic, I don't know, they would be like, guys, can I join? I'm like, of course, just hold hands, close your eyes, and listen. You don't have to say anything, just listen, be there. Your presence is more than enough. And it was really sweet to see.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm super proud of you guys. You know, it's not easy to pray at school.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it's a mixed environment where there's people who don't believe in God. But for you guys, even at your age, not to be ashamed of, like, oh, let's pray before you start the music, or let's hold hands. We are just about to go on the stage.
Yeah.
And then you hold hands and you pray. And to see how even your other friends would join in, that's been the light.
Really
you know,
sweet.
when we talk about Jael and Jael, you are the light. You know, you've got the light of God in you. So when you go to school, be the light. They have to see the light of Jesus in you. They won't know that it's the light of Jesus, but maybe when they probably get to meet Jesus, then they'll be able to, like, oh, that's
recognize. That's what I saw.
That's what I saw. So I'm super proud of you, Jael and Jaya, and your friends at school who are also Christians. You're doing a very good job. You're actually being ambassadors of the kingdom in your small little way. You see, it doesn't have to be going out there on the marketplaces with a trumpet and blowing, yeah, Jesus is coming. But what you're doing already,
Planting
beautiful.
seeds, isn't
You're
it?
planting seeds.
Planting seeds.
Beautiful job. Beautiful. Now, yes, we are winding down, and I just want you to actually say maybe one or two things that you maybe feel like we adults, we misunderstand about teenagers. Just any, but if you don't have, it's okay. If you can't think of anything, maybe something that you think, oh, adults misunderstand this thing about teenagers. Because you've always heard, like, people will just say, oh, teenagers, oh, they're being teenagers. So what do you think adults misunderstand?
I think they misunderstand that this is just a generalized statement. So I think that sometimes they don't realize that we have ambitions as strong as they are. Like, I know a lot of children with some wild ambitions at my school. Some want to be footballers, some want to be actors like me, some want to be singers, some wants to be marine biologists. And I don't think people, especially adults, realize how strong these passions for things are. And so sometimes I think they don't tend to take it seriously. I think I'm just grateful that I'm in a family where my family were always creative. So me wanting to take a creative route, they fully supported me. But I do know some kids where that's not really happened in their household, and I feel bad for them. But I really think if they put their mind to it in the future, that's of course something they can do.
Oh, that's good. That's good. And do you have any word for any, especially teenagers out there? Any word of encouragement for those probably who are on the edge of, oh, I want to maybe check out this Jesus stuff, and they're still just in the hang of, oh, this Jesus thing. So now you have already declared that you're a Christian, a disciple of Jesus. Any word of encouragement to those that you feel like they are in the, maybe they even go to church, but they haven't really made that decision of, like, this is it, I'm going to follow Jesus.
Okay, so the one word, this is a singular word I have, is the word explore. Just explore. If you have interest, pursue it, because you never ever ever know where it could take you. It's not about how, it's not about why. Well, it is about why, but I just say explore, because you never know what could happen, and it could be something so beautiful at the end.
Yeah, that's good. So just go for it. Just go, keep on going to church, keep on asking questions. Yes, ask questions on things that you're confused about. And
another thing I would say, use social media as your tool, especially as a teenager. I know there's a lot of bad things on TikTok, but there's a lot of good things on TikTok as well. There's a whole other side of Christian TikTok that people don't know about. Like, there's one big side of Christian TikTok. Use social media to your advantage.
Yes.
Search up YouTube videos, how do I study my Bible? Search up videos, advice to Christian schoolgirls. you're going to find so much information from people who are coming from such a good place.
Yes, that's good. Like I always say, we hear people talking about, how social media is so bad.
Yeah.
I agree 100%. Social media
true.
is bad.
But it's the future.
Yes,
it's the future.
I always just say, we are in the social media age. You find everything on there.
Yeah.
I think it's how you use it.
Yeah, I agree.
It's how you use it. There's a lot of good stuff on social media. Use it well. Use it good. Don't be on those other ugly platforms or ugly channels. Like here, you're listening to us. You're just having a conversation, encouraging one another. It's good. Maybe you get inspired. Maybe your daughter or your son might bump into this podcast one day. They can also hear another teenage girl, finding their feet in Jesus, deciding to follow Jesus, praying at their school with their friends, and they get inspired. Is that bad? No. So always visit the good platforms, the good channels, even on TikTok, wherever, Instagram, there's a lot of good stuff out there. You will learn even a lot of things on there. So yeah, and in closing, this is our probably last question because we have to go. If we start talking, we can spend the whole day here talking because it's a lot of things. I think Jael will need to come back because we've left out a lot of stuff. Even about mommy-daughter, want to get into mommy-daughter relationship, but we can't even start now. But I think that's for you guys to actually, in the comment section, if you want Jael to come back, you write in the comment section so that she comes back and we can take it even deeper, talking about mother-daughter relationship and all the other stuff, So yeah, I will ask you maybe probably our closing question, Jael. What message do you want people to have in their mind or to say about you when they look at your life, like your life as a whole? Those people you're doing life with, could be at school, could be where you're doing acting, where you're doing music, What message you will be like, Lord, even now, even if I had to just be like this, no Jael, what legacy, what message, what you want people to actually get from you?
I want people to be encouraged by me. I want to be someone who encourages other people, who motivates other people, and I want people to remember that about me specifically. And what I'd also love is for people to think that I live with no fear, which is something I'm still working on. But by the time I'm older, hopefully that's something that people can think about. When I pass by, they're like, wow, she really lives with no fear.
Yeah.
And that's something I'm still working on, but yeah.
That's good. That's good. And then I want you to tell me, just in short, what you love about me, your mom. It's just like from the head, just something.
One thing I love about my mum is as she's gotten older, which she's not too old, guys. She's actually the youngest mum out of all my kids at school. So, but my kids, the kids at my school.
Get what you mean.
She as she's gotten older, she's actually become more firm, more stern. Is that the word?
Yeah.
I would say that, like, when we were younger, she wasn't very good at disciplining us, and it was something I noticed. It wasn't that bad. It's just something I picked up on. Like, for example, if my brother would do something, and then she'd tell him, no YouTube, but then 2 hours later, he was in fact on YouTube.
And then Mom would do nothing about it.
Yeah, I would say something, Mom, I thought you weren't letting Jael have YouTube or something. And like, even she would do it to me. Like, one time I did something, she told me, no YouTube, you've been watching too much YouTube because I did something. And I still watched YouTube. But I pointed it out to her, I think, 2 years ago? I don't know, something like that. And I was just like, Mom, you don't really follow through with what you say, and that's why me and Jael aren't really that scared of you. Like, I always say, like, we're kind of scared of our dad. Like, we were always very scared of our dad when we were younger, but Mom, it was just Mum. But like, it's kind of changed. Like, Dad's kind of becoming the chill one, and Mum's becoming the and it's interesting to see. It's an interesting dynamic, and I think it's because they're getting older, the roles are reversed. And now I hear her a lot more than I used to. Okay, take that however you will.
No, that's good. Oh, you heard it for yourself. Now I'm a bit more strict and stern.
But I love it. I do love it.
Yes, yeah. I know you enjoy it when you. Oh my God, Jael enjoys it when I maybe tell her brother off, like, you're not gonna do this with this, and then I stick to it. Jael will even laugh.
Guys, it's actually hilarious.
It gets it to be so. I don't know what you feel like. Oh, you will be so happy. So
it's just
but
funny.
also the other thing is, you were never like. You didn't give me any problems.
We were never that naughty.
So for me, that's why probably it was like, maybe I'm not that strict, because there wasn't any problems really, like big problems or issues. You were just kids, but not naughty kids. You were just good. You were cool. You're cool. We're talking about just maybe trying to just ban you off YouTube, not because you're watching something bad or anything, but
just too much YouTube.
Just too much YouTube of watching Peppa Pig, and so. That's it, Jael. And okay, it won't be fair for me to just close this podcast without also telling Jael what I love about Jael. I love a ton of things about my daughter, because number one, she's so mellow. She's obedient. She's helpful. And Jael is one person that has actually helped me with my confidence journey. The way she believes in me. I was like, oh God, if I can only believe in myself the way my daughter believes in me, hey, I think I can move mountains. She's from a young age, when she was even 7, Mommy, she would tell me these things like, oh, Mommy, you need to be on TV. I think you should be an actor. Oh, Mommy, even for me to actually start my YouTube, I don't know how many years ago, I actually was on YouTube at some point. It was because of my daughter. Mommy, you have to be on YouTube, because she saw these things in me. And so that alone, it's like, oh my God, I love my daughter. She even sees things in me that sometimes I don't even see. But also, sometimes I see some things in me, but because I don't have enough confidence for it. And then when she picks on it, oh my God, it's like she knows her mama. So yeah, that's one thing I love about you. And just who you are, really. Who you are. Everything about you. Obedient. Focused. I'm just like, I actually admire Jael's life. Even for me, I'm about to turn 40, but I actually get inspired and empowered by a 14-year-old. And Jael, I love you so much, and thank you so much for joining this podcast.
Of course.
Yes, and I'm inviting you for part 2 so that we can continue on with our with our conversations.
Yeah,
and
I'll be there.
Thank you so much. And guys, like I said, see you in the next episode, and you will be blessed with another favorite human of mine on this earth. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do so that you become part of this beautiful Audacious community. And more also, that when we post a new video, you will be notified and you won't miss anything. Guys, we love you so much. Stay audacious. Bye. See you in the next episode.